Should Belichick run up the score against the Bengals?
Wouldn't bother me. Wouldn't bother me at all. I mean, they have a copy of the tape. They obviously caught the New England Patriots clearly doing something they should not have done. As a result, it harkens us back to Deflategate, Spygate, and the entire run, the tenure of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in the eyes of some people spanning 19 years. And sometimes that can lead to some frustration. I would say that just an irritant. It's not a big deal, but it's just something that irritates you. And if you're going to be irritated, why not take it out on the worst team in football, who, by the way, is at the center of the controversy at this particular moment in time, who didn't hesitate to remind everybody, this ain't Spygate. We actually have the tapes, as opposed to Spygate where the league had the tape and burned them or whatever they did with them. Okay, and we haven't seen all of those things. Oh, really? What are you trying to imply, that we needed that to beat you? Let us show you and remind you who you are. It wouldn't bother me at all.
But
wouldn't bother me at all.
The reason Belichick is the greatest football coach who ever lived by far is because he takes no one for granted. He doesn't take the Bengals for granted. It's a first-year head coach. Okay. So you're looking for information, and then he'll find the signal from the noise later. But first he wants the information. That's why they're taping the sidelines. That's why the camera crew, the camera guy, runs the same play out of the playbook in 2015 in the Business Insider reporting. This is what the Patriots say when they get caught. Belichick, with zero respect for your intelligence, by the way, reads from the playbook the exact words like, yes, I know it's been reported what I'm about to tell you. We're with our phony baloney excuse. But now I'm going to say it right to your face because I don't respect your intelligence. That's what they just did. So Belichick takes no one or nothing for granted, which is why they're great. Now, that said, why we need to spy on the Bengals to beat them? No, they don't need to, but they do. That's why they beat everyone so often. Now, the question as to running up the score. This in baseball, if you're up 6 runs and you steal a base, they say you're showing them up, you're running up the score. No, keep playing, keep playing. But in basketball, if you're winning by 40 points and it's the fourth quarter, should your starters be in the game? No. No, they should not be in the game. And so, like, as with any game in the NFL, the Patriots should try to win the game. Once the contest has been decided, you should proceed as you would normally proceed. If that means yanking some guys off the field, that's what you do. You don't just try to score as many points as possible once the contest is over to prove a point.
Last night, I watched a Ravens team that was already locked into the postseason go into the third quarter up 3 touchdowns. And on their own 29-yard line, on 4th and short, they passed the ball. That is the first time that has happened in 20 years. They did it because they are the class of the NFL. I don't care about classy or classless. They did it because they're the best team in football. Good teams do not care about your feelings. The Patriots don't care what anyone thinks of them. Now, this isn't about running up the score. They'll pull their starters. They can still score points. They need to show, not anyone, not you, not you, not you, not me. They need to show themselves that they can get enough offense to go into the postseason with a Super Bowl caliber defense and win games.
Sure. Well, basically what you're saying is the Bengals are so awful. If you go out there and struggle against them, we have no reason to believe in you. That's basically what you're saying.
The Bengals have one of the worst pass rushes in the NFL. Tom Brady currently is the 2nd worst quarterback, EPA per play under pressure. The worst is Mason Rudolph.
Think about that. That's what he's supposed to be great at, and he's terrible at it.
Can't do it this
season. Like he fell off a cliff. It's weird. Anyway, the point is, of course, Mina, you always continue to try and score points. That's not the issue. But if what you mean by running up the score is you are going to coach somehow differently than you would normally coach once the game has been decided, that is incorrect. They shouldn't care about anyone's feelings. They should care about themselves and getting themselves ready to go on a playoff run. But that doesn't mean that you don't make decisions based on trying to score more points that you would usually make.
I'm saying to you that you use whatever motivational tools are available to you to propel you to the heights that you aspire to achieve. Play it very, very simple. The fact of the matter is, when you look at the New England Patriots, the way that they've been struggling all year long, anything is like a rallying cry. When they came back against Atlanta and won that Super Bowl after being down 28-3, what we were all thinking, I'm talking about once it was clear that they were in position to possibly win the Super Bowl. Everybody, literally, it was almost like must-see TV. All right, how is Tom Brady going to react to Roger Goodell on the stage? How is Robert Kraft going to do it? How is Bill Belichick going to do it? Because of the whole scandal involving Deflategate and everything that it entailed. So I'm saying to you is you use your little nuggets of motivation whenever you can grab them.
No doubt. They're also still learning how to play on offense. Max, this offense is they're terrible. This is a weak sauce Patriots offense. They've got rookies and old guys as receivers. Those rookies need to learn how to play with Tom Brady. You don't pull them.
I have a question for you.
They need every down they can get.
I have a question for you just for the purposes of this man right here.
Okay.
Are you saying that it's not really about Tom Brady? It's about the absence of weapons he has available to him?
It is about both. What we talked about, how they can't beat the blitz this year, which used to be Tom Brady's bread and butter. Beating the blitz is not just about the quarterback. It's about your receivers getting open at the line of scrimmage.
But it's also about the quarterback. The yards attempted, everything, every metric you want to look at Tom Brady through, he's down. Way down, and it's year over year now, 2 years in a row. So, I'm not making this up. It's a precipitous fall, but it's from great heights. So it's not obvious to everyone yet, but it's obvious to me.
Well, what you're missing
Two.
is that we're not debating you on that. We're just simply saying
no longer. Now you're not debating.
No. We're just
as
simply
he was
saying,
falling, you were debating.
It's not all on him.
We're just simply saying to you, if he had the other weapons, forget Gronkowski.
He'd be better than he is. Yes,
that's what we're saying.
Yes, if he had the greatest tight end ever, and Antonio Brown, he'd be
the greatest. He has 38-year-old Ben Watson.
Sure, he has no tight.
They're terrible.
He has no tight end play, but you know what? He has some running backs, and he has a very good number 2 receiver.
When it comes to Tom Brady, because you ignore what he's working with.
No, I'm not pretending he's like the worst quarterback.
Yeah, but you do when you want to get on him about the cliff. You bring it up.
Look. Instead of me taking a victory lap a year late about Tom Brady's cliff.
No, go ahead.
Two. We can just stand here shouting 1, 2, 1, 2, and do a segment. The point is, I want everyone just to consider for a second, because I agree with you. You take motivation wherever you can. But think about the Patriots for a second and what they've done. They cheat more than anyone. That's why they get caught, because they're excellent at everything. I would presume that also means cheating. And since no one else is getting caught, and they're always getting caught, it means they're doing it all the time. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.